How can I? How can I end poverty and hunger worldwide? How can I help everyone have good health and a quality education? How can I help women have the same rights as men and reduce inequalities everywhere? How can I help life underwater and life on land? How can I help protect it? How can I? I didn't expect myself to be answering all these questions this semester, but it all started with just one simple curiosity. Last semester, I took a class in the scientific enterprise, and for those who don't know, that's basically a science class that takes 5 major scientific categories and condenses it down into one semester. It's also a class where you spend $65 on a video game where you get to see what happens when you put some science stuff in your eyes, and also when you have a fully complicit moose put into your laboratory to test thermal homeostasis. Point is, it's for people that are not majoring in science, like myself. One of the activities that we did during the class was that we were to look at a map of the world and see what the world would look like about 80 years from now in terms of its temperature. And as I saw it, it was just heartbreaking to me, seeing that our summers would be warmer and that acidification would kill species down in the ocean. It just gripped me. And so the class went on and went into the summer, started this semester, but that curiosity, I was still holding on to it. And that curiosity turned into 2 simple questions. What is happening regarding sustainability here and around Gordon College and around the world, worldwide? And what can I do to become more sustainable, both in my own life and to help others become more sustainable? Which was the idea for my project, which is Project S.E.E.D, which stands for See, Earth, and Engage Daily, which has 2 primary goals. The first goal is to spread awareness to the Gordon community about what's happening around the world and here at Gordon College in terms of sustainability. And then also to encourage simple action to be taken so that Gordon students can do something. They can take action for their lives. Now, by no means am I a professional in sustainability. I'm not even pursuing a PhD. I'm a communication arts major. But that's the thing. I am a communication arts major. I enjoy the communication arts, and I enjoy doing video work. So I asked myself, well, what can I do with that? And so this is what I'm going to talk about today. The work that I did for my project, specifically with sustainability and what I did, the unexpected things that I ran into while doing my project, and as well the significance of sustainability, both here at Gordon and around the world. So first, the work. What I did is I created 17 different videos having to do with sustainability, and they were targeted for Gordon College students and for anyone really just wanting to listen in. You might be asking, well, why 17 videos? That's a lot of videos. And no, it's not because Gordon College was off of exit 17. I will not be making 48 videos, thank you very much. But rather, the reason why I made 17 videos was because there are 17 sustainable development goals created by the United Nations. And so each video that I have targets one of those goals and talks about it. So I'm going to just quickly walk you through the process of what it's like to make each video having to do with sustainability. And these are just a quick glance at what each of the sustainable development goals are. So first I did my research. I looked at the United Nations, I picked up whatever I could from their website, and I also looked at Gordon's website. I asked professors, other students, just to see what they know about the campus and just to see what information I could pick up. Then I took all that information, put it onto a document, and had it all typed up into a script so that voice recordings could happen, so that we could record our voice and have it put into a video. Then I would add audio into my timeline, into my project, add some fancy graphics that are some from the UN, some from Gordon, some from just off on the internet. And added captions just because I wanted to be sure people could see it, even though, yeah. And then I'd render and publish and post onto Instagram, which is where this project was primarily focused on. So now I'm going to talk about some of the unexpected things that I ran into doing this project, some of which were good, but some of which were bad. The first thing was that before the project even started, there were 50 followers for the account, and that's especially thanks to Savannah Howland, who was very helpful with giving me the idea to use the Sustainable Development Goals, but also just to advertise for the project and what I'm doing, which was really cool to get an interest. And so last I checked, we have 74 followers, which is much greater than I ever expected to have on this project. So it really shows that people did have an interest in sustainability. I also learned a lot about Gordon's campus along the way. I talked to many professors, and especially Corey North, Dr. Mandy Liu, and Susan Gross were particularly helpful for teaching me just so many things about their unique viewpoint of campus, and as well some things that are going on campus that even I didn't know about. So those are some of the positive things. Some of the negative, unexpected things that I ran into, it was just a lot of information to try to digest into 90-second videos to post on Instagram. It's hard to hold your attention on Instagram for that period of time, so that was definitely a challenge. I'm also not an expert on sustainability, as I said, so I really tried my best to find the resources I could to inform my viewpoint a bit, and I was hoping to interview more people. I was hoping to get them on camera. I only had 2 interviews in my films, but that's better than none, so I'm very happy with that. The overall lesson that I learned was that I think my role as a communicator in this project was to package together as much information as I can into a presentable way that people can understand and take in. And at the end of each of my videos, I also say I encourage everyone to learn more and to kind of dive into it themselves, since I can't tell you everything about the world in 90 seconds. So what's the significance of this project? Well, I often think about what would happen if nothing has been done here, especially on Gordon College campuses. Well, right now we would probably still be wearing masks and be very socially distanced. Our tuition bills would probably be higher because the college would have to spend more money on investing in energy for the campus. And as well, all of our recycling would probably be the same as landfill, and it would be rejected week by week if the campus hadn't done anything in sustainability. With that, I also think about what's happening around the world now. Since I've started this presentation, there's been probably about 10 dump trucks worth of trash that has gone into the ocean, which is about 125 tons. So if you do the math, that's about 250,000 pounds that have gone into the ocean in just the time that we've spoken. I also think about where our world is currently headed and how global warming is happening. And we just decided to stop, which is no fun. I'm going to keep talking. But how global warming just is happening right now. And it saddens me and it grips my heart because of where we're headed. And so that's really captivated me to try to think more about what is happening. And one thing I realize is that this might be a lot of information to take in. And I think throughout the process of doing this project, I've had to sit down and I've had to realize that even I need to sit down with this information and process some of it so that it gives me motivation to take action and to do something and to make a difference. And I believe that as Christians, we are called to be stewards of the earth. And so throughout this process, I've been thinking about how God has called us to take care of the earth in each of our ways, and perhaps doing it through communication is one of those ways. So with that, here's a few ways to make a difference. 1, learn. Go watch the videos that are posted on the Instagram. It's just project.seed, or if you go to my Instagram, it should be in the bio, it should be tagged there. Go watch the videos and learn something about Gordon that you didn't learn before, learn something that's been going on around the world, and find out ways you can make a difference. 2, think. Think about what you're doing in your everyday lives right now. Are there ways that you can reduce your waste? Is there something that someone else is doing, a project that a friend is doing that you know you can hop on and join with? Think about something that you can do to make a difference. And 3, act. Do something. Be curious about a goal. Find something that you're passionate about. And have the same question that I had at the start of this. How can we? Go make our world a better place. Thank you.